Are you applying for a visa but afraid of getting rejected? Don't worry. In this video, we will reveal the top reasons why visa applications get denied and how you can avoid these mistakes. Whether you're applying for a tourist visa, student visa, work visa, or immigration visa, this guide will help you improve your chances of approval. So stay with us till the end, because we'll also share expert tips that can make your visa process smooth and hassle-free. One of the biggest reasons for visa rejection is submitting an incomplete or incorrect application. Even a small mistake, like a spelling error or missing a document, can lead to a denial. You've heard the saying, "For want of a nail, the shoe was lost." Well, a misplaced comma or an unchecked box on your visa application can have the same effect. Think of it like this. You wouldn't show up to a job interview with half your resume missing or wearing mismatched shoes, right? Your visa application is your first impression. Make it count. So how do you make sure your application is perfect? It's simpler than you think. Firstly, always double-check all the information you enter. Your name, birth date, passport details, all of it needs to be accurate. Secondly, each embassy or consulate might have specific guidelines and forms. Don't rely on outdated information. Always refer to their official websites. And if you're still unsure about something, don't hesitate to seek professional help. There are immigration consultants and visa agencies that can guide you. Remember, many embassies follow strict rules, and even a small mistake can cause rejection. Always verify everything before applying. Visa offices need documents to verify your identity, financial stability, and travel purpose. If any required document is missing, your visa might be denied. Think of these documents as pieces of a puzzle. Each document, from your passport to your bank statements, helps the visa officer paint a complete picture of you, who you are, why you want to visit their country, and whether you'll return home afterwards. Without all the pieces, the picture remains incomplete, leading to suspicion and ultimately rejection. So, how do you ensure you have all the right documents? It starts with research. Before you even fill out the application form, visit the official website of the embassy or consulate where you're applying. They usually have a checklist of required documents for each visa type. Make sure your passport is valid too. Most countries require it to be valid for at least 6 months beyond your intended stay. Once you've gathered all the documents, organize them neatly. A well-organized file makes it easier for the visa officer to review your application. Remember, for a student visa, a genuine admission letter from a recognized institution is crucial. For a tourist visa, confirmed hotel bookings and a detailed travel itinerary are essential. Each visa type has specific document requirements, so pay close attention to those details. Many visas require proof that you can support yourself financially during your stay. This means you need to show that you can cover your travel expenses, living costs, and any other financial obligations without relying on the host country for support. Think of it like this. You're essentially asking permission to enter someone's home, in this case, another country. Just like you wouldn't expect a host to pay for your meals and accommodation, countries want to ensure you won't become a financial burden during your visit. Now, how do you demonstrate your financial stability? Firstly, maintain a sufficient bank balance that aligns with the visa requirements. Each country has different standards, so check their official website for the minimum funds needed. Secondly, provide clear and concise bank statements for the past 3 to 6 months. These statements should reflect regular income and sufficient funds to cover your trip. If someone else, like a family member or sponsor, is funding your trip, they need to provide a sponsorship letter stating their financial responsibility and include their financial proofs as well. For instance, a Schengen visa requires proof of at least 50 to 100 euros per day for your stay. If your bank statement doesn't reflect this, your application could be denied. Remember, presenting strong financial evidence shows you're a responsible traveler and increases your chances of visa approval. Providing incorrect or false information on your visa application is a major reason for rejection. Remember, honesty is the best policy, especially when it comes to visa applications. Visa officers are trained to spot inconsistencies and verify information. They have access to databases and cross-checking mechanisms that can easily reveal any discrepancies in your application. Any attempt to mislead or provide false information, even if it seems insignificant, can have serious consequences. It not only leads to immediate rejection, but can also jeopardize your future travel prospects. You might get flagged in the system, making it difficult to obtain visas for other countries as well. So, how can you avoid this pitfall? It's simple. Be truthful and accurate throughout your application. Ensure all the details you provide, from your employment history to your travel plans, are consistent across all documents and match the information in your passport. If you've had any past visa refusals, be upfront about them. Provide a clear explanation for the previous rejection and demonstrate how your circumstances have changed since then. Remember, transparency and honesty are key to building trust with visa officers and increasing your chances of approval. Giving false information can not only lead to rejection, but also a ban from applying for a visa in the future. If you have never traveled internationally before, some countries may see you as a risk and reject your visa application. Now, this doesn't mean that if you're a first-time traveler, you'll automatically be rejected. But having a positive travel history can significantly strengthen your application, especially for countries with strict visa policies. Think of it from the perspective of immigration officials. They want to be assured that you understand the responsibilities of international travel, that you'll respect their laws, and that you'll return to your home country after your visit. A blank passport, in some cases, can raise concerns about your travel experience and intentions. So, how can you build a positive travel history? Start by exploring destinations that are visa-free or have easier visa processes for first-time applicants. Countries in Southeast Asia, South America, and some parts of the Caribbean are often good starting points. As you gain travel experience, you demonstrate your ability to follow immigration rules and return home on time. This builds credibility for future visa applications. Remember, never overstay your visa in any country, as this can negatively impact your travel history. If you are applying for the first time, ensure all other aspects of your application, like your financial stability, purpose of travel, and supporting documents, are strong and convincing. Countries like the United States, United Kingdom, and Schengen states prefer applicants with some international travel experience. Visa officers want to make sure you will return to your home country after your visit. If they believe you might overstay, they can reject your visa. Remember, a visa is a temporary privilege, not a right. When you apply for a visa, you're essentially assuring the host country that you have strong reasons to return home after your authorized stay. If your application gives the impression that you might be looking for ways to immigrate or stay beyond your visa validity, the chances of rejection increase significantly. So, how can you demonstrate strong ties to your home country? The key is to provide compelling evidence that you have something substantial pulling you back home. This could be a stable job, a thriving business, family obligations, or property ownership. Essentially, anything that demonstrates your life is rooted in your home country. A return flight ticket is also crucial. It shows your intention to return within the stipulated time frame. A well-defined travel itinerary, outlining your planned activities and duration of stay in each location, further strengthens your case. If you're a student, a letter of enrollment from your university confirming your active student status is essential. If you're applying for a tourist visa but don't have a stable job or strong financial proof, your chances of rejection increase. Having a criminal record or previous immigration violations can lead to visa rejection. Many countries conduct background checks before granting a visa. Now, it's important to understand that not all past offenses are deal breakers. However, any criminal record or immigration violation can raise red flags during the visa application process. Countries have different tolerance levels for past offenses, and what might be considered a minor infraction in one country could be viewed more seriously in another. The key here is transparency and honesty. When applying for a visa, be upfront about any past legal issues or immigration violations. Provide all the necessary documents, including court records or any official communication related to the offense. If you have an old visa overstay, explain the circumstances truthfully and provide any supporting evidence to justify the situation. Remember, trying to hide this information or providing false details will only worsen the situation. Visa officers have access to databases and can easily verify your background. If you're unsure how your past record might affect your visa application, consider seeking legal consultation from an immigration lawyer. They can assess your individual case, advise you on the best course of action, and help you present your case effectively. A minor offense might not impact your visa, but lying about it definitely will. So, those were the top reasons why visas get rejected and how you can avoid them. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Y4Tuber for more visa and travel-related tips.
Stay tuned with Joban International.